Hey Crafty Crew, Valentine's Day is just around the corner and you know what that means. It's time to spread some love and get those creative vibes flowing. Get ready to elevate your Valentine's Day decor with some heartwarming tier tray DIYs. Whether you're a seasoned crafter or just starting out, these projects are perfect for adding a touch of handmade charm to your home. But before we can jump into the DIYs, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and join our crafty community. You won't want to miss out on the upcoming tutorials we have in store for you. So, let's get crafting. DIY number 1. So I don't know what else to call this other than a miniature cutting board. I got this from Dollar Tree a while ago and I've been saving it for the right occasion, meaning this video is the right occasion. So since we're calling this a cutting board, I'm just going to say that I am painting this miniature cutting board. So I just covered it in Waverly Plaster. That's the name of the color if you're looking for this. It's a nice off-white color. So I'm currently out of white paint still, so I'm just using this for all my projects. So this is a small piece of Dollar Tree ribbon. The little hearts are metallic and they have glitter on them. So I just folded up some fabric and now we're going to cinch it with some jute twine. And when you're all done cinching it, it comes out looking like a little bow tie in this case. And I thought that was pretty adorable for this. So we're just going to cut off the excess. And now we're just going to hot glue it down. Now we're going to use our reusable adhesive stencil that I found from Amazon.com. And so I used this in my crafts last year. And so if I can find this one again, I will link to it. I'm not sure if Amazon will still have it, but if not, I'll link to another one that might be similar for you guys to check out, and I'll put it in the description of this video. So this is a red paint called Lacquer. This is a acrylic chalky paint from Waverly as well, just like the plaster color. So I like using this a lot, but mine is pretty dried out, so I might have to get a new bottle actually. And I just pulled it up before it was completely dry, and that was the best way to make sure that these hearts came out looking like this. Is a very just small detailed piece, but it didn't even need to say much more than that. So when you hear the pop noise, don't forget to subscribe. DIY number 2. I love these wooden rings from Dollar Tree. Had these for a while, did not know what to do with them, and then for this video, for some reason, an idea just came to me and I was like, let's roll with it. So we're going to turn these into, I guess, miniature vases. I didn't know what else to call them, but I just figured, you know what, let's just glue them on top of each other and see how they turn out. I've never done anything like this before with these rings or anything similar, so this was new territory for me. I'm sure maybe there's a better way to stack these on top of each other so that they come out like perfectly even, but I tried my best and they came out a little like leaning. So once I started doing this more, I kind of played around with just adding more glue to this and seeing if there was more glue that maybe I would have more like wiggle room to kind of shape this a little bit better. So that did work a little bit, but then I had way too much glue on the outside. But I wanted to leave these in their natural wood color. So I wanted to add floral foam to these vases, and I was just looking for the easiest way to do this because I didn't want to use floral foam that was the kind that just like little pieces go everywhere. I was so sick of that from my like last video. So I just decided to get the kind of floral foam that doesn't have that. So I used one of my Cricut tools just to, I don't know, take the easy way out, or I didn't really know how to remove this after I was done getting the floral foam in there. So you just got to work with what you got. And this was really the best tool that I had available to work with. So there was a little bit too much, so I just took my finger sander and just shaved it off. So I did that for both of the little vases, and then I took some Dollar Tree floral wire here, and we are going to make some springs. So love is going to spring out of the ground. So I love this trick. So I just took a little paintbrush and just wrapped the floral wire around it. It's super, super easy to bend, so this was no issue at all. So I leave a little long piece here, and it's important because that is what is going to secure this spring into the vase. And then you also have to leave a tiny little piece at the top of your spring, because that's what your heart is going to like sit on. Sorry, can't talk today. So that little piece there at the bottom is kind of going to be the anchor, so to speak. And then the top of it you need to have a top piece just to secure the heart to this. So these are the Dollar Tree felt stickers. They come in a pack of 100 pieces, I believe. And this has lasted me throughout my last like 2-3 videos. So definitely getting my $1.25 money's worth. So we are just using some hot glue to secure our felt stickers together. So I realized later that I could take the backing off of these and I didn't just need to glue them together. So here's what I did. I did the pink one with the sticky part, and then no hot glue was needed because you could just stick them together with the actual stickers themselves. I didn't know why. I don't know why I didn't start with that, but anyway, I figured it out later on. So we have 3 springs. I wanted to have some color contrast there, so that's why they're all different colors from the felt pack. And now we're going to make some fake grass. So this is Spanish moss from Dollar Tree. I love how this turns out. I just don't love the process of it. I'm sure you guys can relate because little tiny pieces of this go everywhere. So after I hot glue it down, then I just have to cut off the extra. It's very extra. So that is why the pointy piece at the bottom of your spring is very, very important, because it has to poke through the floral foam and just, not necessarily through the hot glue, but just through the floral foam. So you want to do that for all 3. And I just love how they spring and move around, and I don't know, I thought they were kind of unique, so I just went with this wacky idea, but they came out kind of cute. DIY number 3. So, I swear, this looks like the start of like a true crime YouTube video or something, but no, this is me trying to cover up the sides of this little tiny rolling pin that I got from Hobby Lobby with masking tape so that I wouldn't get this, dark red paint on the 2 little handles of the rolling pin. And this rolling pin actually does like roll, and you could probably, I guess, use it if you wanted to, but I'm using that same Waverly red lacquer color, and then I had to go in and use a small brush, and the masking tape did work well, by the way, and then just went in with a smaller brush and got the sides of this. So once everything was coated, I decided to try out another one of the stencils from the Amazon stencils, and I thought saying I love you in the middle of it, I don't know, I just thought the stencil was just a perfect fit, so wanted to give it a try. And I took a ballet slipper pink color. This is just a cheap paint, acrylic paint that I got from Michael's a long time ago, but the shade is basically ballet slipper pink. So it worked out well. I was very happy with how it turned out, and then decided to paint the handles of this rolling pin in the ballet slipper pink, so everything matched. Then I took more of that Dollar Tree ribbon that I used in the first craft, and I made some miniature bows. These were definitely difficult to make. I just kind of fold it like not like a pretzel, but just fold it in a shape that somewhat resembles a bow. And then I just hot glue it down to either side of the rolling pin. And it turns out like this. So very on theme with all of our other tiered tray DIYs. And there's many more to come, so stay tuned. DIY number 4. So these are some gift tags that I found at Hobby Lobby in a multi-pack. And yes, these are literally gift tags. So I guess you could make your gifts look all fancy or something like that, but they're just adorable and they're really easy to take apart. So all you have to do is undo the knot, and then you can just start painting the part where you would write your name or to and from. So I took some Waverly Plaster Color chalk paint and just coated both sides and all around it. So there's one, and then on the other we're going to use more of that ballet slipper pink color. I kind of prefer just wearing a glove sometimes. Look at how much paint I could have got on my hand. So this is another adhesive stencil from that pack. And you don't have to use this stencil pack. You can use whatever stencils you want. These are really just some ideas to give you if you want to do something similar for a tiered tray you have at home. So I wanted to have some nice color contrast here. So on the pink, we're going to do white, and then on the white, we're going to do pink. So after you make sure everything is thoroughly covered, just peel back the stencil and you should be happy. I was very happy with how this turned out because this had a lot of little edges to it. I wasn't sure if it was gonna look weird. But I guess these are some baby cupids. So you peel this one back and same thing. And then all you have to do is just put everything back together and you're all set. Absolutely love these for my tier tray. Everything's really coming along. We're almost done. DIY number 5. So these are Dollar Tree's wood cube blocks. I still see these in the store sometimes. I don't know if they're restocking them or they're just left over from when they came out, but I have a few packs of them and I've been saving them for the right occasion. So I painted all of them in the plaster color chalk paint. I didn't want to bore you with more painting because this video has so much painting, you guys. I'm so sorry. So I really tried to cut out as much as I could of that. So I did ballet slipper pink, hearts. So these are actually 1-inch wooden hearts that I found in a pack of maybe 100 pieces or so. Also from Amazon. I will link them for you if you want them. And so I painted about 12 in total of these little miniature hearts. And so I did half of them in pink and I did half of them in red. And I just wanted to hot glue these to the sides of the cube so that you could, and not the top and the bottom, so that you could stack these easily. Because I really did just want them to sit on top of each other, but I didn't want to glue the cubes to each other. So you could make them any color combination that you want. But basically, if you would just turn them around and turn them all, then they would all be opposite colors. And here is the final result. So I love playing around with the color combinations here, but everything so far is staying on theme and I could not be happier. My OCD is happy. DIY number 6. So we are going to get more use out of these Dollar Tree felt hearts. This was the only thing I bought this year from Dollar Tree's Valentine's Day decor. I only bought these felt hearts and these gift bags from Dollar Tree, and I used them in a craft in my last video. So if you want to check that out, I will link that for you. But I really didn't have to get too much Valentine's Day decor. I really had a lot left over, such as this Valentine's Day gumball machine. I had this from last year. I was saving it for something, and now I just wanted to put together this little gumball machine. I thought about filling this with hearts, like heart candy, but we don't really eat candy. So I just decided to fill this up with some felt hearts instead, and then just use some tissue paper as a little like placeholder just to keep everything together. But I knew that I probably didn't have enough felt hearts to fill this completely, so I needed something in the middle. And I think Rebecca Virginia DIY did something similar to this, so I can link her video. But yeah, if you did this, Rebecca, thank you so much for the idea, because I needed something to put in this gumball machine to hold everything in place. And I had about maybe half of the hearts left because I've been using them in so many crafts. So 100 pieces for $1.25, not bad. And it has really lasted me a while. So then I just took more tissue paper, just realized I needed a little bit more, and it was great for holding everything in place. And what's also great about using tissue paper and not gluing it is so that you can reuse these hearts next year for more crafts. And here is the end result. And you can't even see the tissue paper. So now for the final review of my tier tray. Here's how everything turned out, and here's how everything fit together. And these little barn house signs, I saved them from last year, and Dollar Tree has these same signs out again this year if you want to go check them out. And I think they might even have this red garland as well. That's another Dollar Tree item. This tier tray I got from Amazon, I think. But everything except for the rolling pin here is from Dollar Tree. The rolling pin and the little wooden garland there, those are Hobby Lobby, but mostly some Dollar Tree pieces in there. So if you want to check out more videos, watch them here on the left. Let's keep in touch on Instagram, and be sure to check out my website, thecraftyquinn.com, for some blog inspiration. Thank you guys so much for watching.